Trip number 17 is, I don't know what the date is. Let's see. Tuesday, May 22nd, it says. Doesn't matter. This one is going to Idaho Falls, Idaho, 1,500 and something miles. Super light trailer, under 5,000 pounds, like 4,800 pounds. So, it's not affecting the S mileage, still getting shit, but it's, I think it's just the wind resistance is more than the weight. Because the last one I pulled was almost 10,000 pounds, 8,900, 9,000 something. And I get the same mileage. So I'm sure there's a breaking point, you know, if I started pulling something over, say 12,000 pounds, then it might affect the mileage. But I think with this is more just the frontal area of the trailer is what affects the mileage. I could probably do a lot better if I slowed down to like 55, but there's a balance, you know, time versus cost, trucker math, you know. But yeah. So yeah, right now I'm on I-80 in Iowa. Iowa is definitely not as flat as I thought it was. I've never been to Iowa before. I thought it was just flat cornfields. It's just hilly cornfields. It's straight road. It's nice. Gas is cheaper out here than pretty much everywhere else. So that's about it. I should get there tomorrow. Today's going to be a full drive day, and I'll get there tomorrow afternoon sometime. That's about it. Day 3, heading to Idaho. It's on 80 West in Wyoming, Bitter Creek, I think. I don't know if that's the name of the town or the road, or there's not a whole lot of towns out here. This is my kind of place. Really nice to look at too. But so Monday, before I picked this trailer up, I stopped by an RV dealer right by the yard, and I was gonna buy the slide-in, and they, you know, sit down with the guy, talk to him for a minute or whatever, and first he doesn't really seem like he knows a lot about campers, which was disappointing. I mean, because I don't know anything about them. I mean, I pull them every day, but I don't know how the systems work, and you know, can you run the heater off just the battery, or do you got to be plugged in? Can it just run off the propane? Is there an isolator between the battery and the camper and then the truck, or am I going to kill the batteries in the truck if I let it run? You know, that kind of, I don't know that stuff, and he didn't know either. But whatever, I figured I'll read the instruction manual and figure all that out. But so he brings me up a quote. Okay, yeah, I fully expected that. And I look at it, and it's $2,500 higher than I expected. Let me rephrase. $2,500 higher than I'm willing to pay, and I have a number, and it's based off of what their invoice price is. So pretty much anything you want to buy, other than, you know, Walmart, shit at Walmart, but you know, cars, trucks, boats, campers, anything, you can find the invoice price, the price that the dealer pays, on the internet. So I looked on the internet. The invoice price with the options that I wanted was like $92.50 or something like that. I said, okay, you know, so he had 2 things on there that weren't options. The first was a mat. They put a horse mat underneath of it, a big thick rubber mat, and that helps it to stop moving around. That was like $80. Okay, so I got no problem with that. And then he wanted to add a battery for $120. Now, I know that these campers don't come with batteries, the ones we pull. Airstream did, but you also pay $100,000 for an Airstream. You pay $30,000 for this, so I understand. But either way, okay, so add another $200. $120 for the battery, $80 for the thing. It should be under $9,500. So I figured a fair profit, $500, $600, $700 tops. especially since they don't pay a delivery fee because it's in Goshen. I mean, they are 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes from the factory. So it's not like you're buying it out in Wyoming where you got, 1,500 miles or whatever and pay a driver to deliver it. So, I $500, $600, $700 was my profit limit. So under 10.5 is where I wanted to be. And he comes in at almost 13,000. I said, no, you're going to have to do better than that. Well, that's our price. I was like, look, I have the invoice here. I know what you paid for it. You're not going to make $2,500 off of me. Well, that's what kind of number were you thinking? And I'm like, I was hoping to be closer to 10,000. Oh, no, we can't do that. That's our price. So what'd you even ask for? Well, we just, that's our price. Okay, so you're not willing to budge at all? No. Okay, I'll go somewhere else. That's it. I don't understand these guys. Running a business is not difficult if you do it right. And if you go back a couple episodes where I was talking about that Henry Ford book, that dude knew how to run a business. And the example that I always use is, would you rather make 10 dimes or $1? Well, it's the same thing. I said, is it? I said, if I take away that $1, how much do you have? Well, nothing. I said, if I take away a dime, how much do you have? 90 cents. So would you rather make 10 dimes or $1? And that's how these dealers, they don't understand. They'd rather have that $1. He lost a sale because I wouldn't let him make, $2,500 on a sale. He's got to make a profit. I understand that. They're running a business. I got no problem with that. Every new vehicle I've bought, I find the invoice price. I offer a price, $500 or $600 over the invoice, and that's the price I pay. And I've never had a problem with that. They fight and well, we can't do that and we can't do that, and I walk out and blah blah blah. But it's always been that simple, and I'm just really surprised that this place would fight that hard. I don't know. I don't understand. You lost, instead of making $500, $600, $700, you made nothing, and now you still have your interest payments on the camper. So now you're even losing more. So I don't know. That bugged me. But there's another dealer. Is actually closer to my house. Still on the way to Goshen. I'll probably stop there on my way back. I think this is going to be my last trip for the week. The load board's been kind of slim pickings lately, and I got to do maintenance this weekend anyway, so I can't really go the wrong direction and then come back, and it's just not going to work out. So I'll just do this trip this week, and I'll stop on the way home and check out that camper, see if maybe that dealer's willing to make a willing to negotiate. I don't get it. But so that's where I'm at now. I got, 4.5 hours, something like that, until I deliver this one. 5 hours maybe. I stayed at a rest stop last night, the highest point on I-80 in Wyoming. Actually, I think it was the highest point on I-80 in America. So it was a nice rest stop. It had a big statue of Lincoln's head on top of a pile of rocks. It was strange, but so I'm in the bathroom this morning. It's like 3:30 or something like that, and I hear some girl barge into the rest stop, crying, just bawling her freaking eyes out. Goes into the girls' bathroom or whatever. I'm in the guys. I can still hear her, and she's bawling for like a minute or two, and then just stops, no noise. And I'm like, I don't know what to do here, because I got all that sex trafficking and all that stuff. I'm like, do I say something? Like, I don't, and then I started wondering, like, maybe she just shit her pants and felt really bad about it, so she was crying, so I didn't want to make her feel worse. But, I walked out, and there was just one car, and I assume it was hers because it wasn't there when I walked into the bathroom. And there was nobody around, so I kind of, okay, but I was still at the truck for another half an hour before I left, and she still didn't come out, so I don't know what happened in there, but that was my interesting morning. But I wish they could turn off the freaking snow here. This place is great. Rock formations and stuff are cool. Oh, alright. That's it.